Hello, it is Friday, November 15th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday puzzle today, which means we're going to be solving what might be a tricky or punny, themeless crossword. No theme today, just solving. And this themeless edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Lake House Bros, Noah Bezanson, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the inexplicable Chris Ward. Thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They do, of course, sustain this series, support this channel, and keep this thing going for all these years. Thank you so much to those benefactors and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to do so yourself, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link, and you'll find there the bonus videos available to patrons. That does include a recent Boss Words Fall Themeless League puzzle that I finally just posted yesterday or the day before, as well as obviously all the other entries from that current series. But I know that I'm also overdue some videos due to my break, so I'm going to be getting to those over the next few days. So look forward to that if you're a patron, and thanks if you are. And thanks as well if you subscribe on YouTube and helping us tick over 18,000 subscribers the other day. That was very nice to see. And you can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. So with that all said, let's get on to today's crossword. And I've just noticed, did they change the shade? Did they change the actual shade of the black cells? It looks like they're lighter. They're a bit grayer, a bit sort of desaturated. It looks more like what a newspaper, what the print would look like in a newspaper. I wonder if it was changed for that reason. My first thought was maybe it has something to do with a theme, but it's a themeless puzzle today, so no, it doesn't. So I'm pretty sure that's changed. Let me know if I'm just seeing things. I could be making that up, but they look different to me. Anyway, let's start solving. Oh, sorry. This is a puzzle by Alina Abidi, who's constructed a small handful of puzzles for the New York Times crossword, and it was edited once again by Joel Faliano. So now, let's start solving. Okay. Oh, no, never mind. They're the same color now. It must do that does it do that every day and I just never noticed? Wow, that was strange. Okay, sorry about that. Base for creme fraiche and caviar. Blini, maybe? Blini, the little sort of Russian pancakes. You often would serve caviar on those with creme fraiche, I guess. Team with to abound? No, that's not right. To team with, to burst with, to, I can't think. An intermediate crocheting project. What might you crochet at an intermediate level? I don't know. I mean, that's, the crocheting, the handicraft. Country that uses the Jalali calendar rather than the Gregorian. Is that a Persian thing? Is it Iran? Diarist Aeneas. Nin. There we go. There's at least something I can put in the grid. The aha of an aha moment. I got it, or something like that, or I know it, or I knew it, or it's something. Something like that. What about this little thing? Will that help? A24 horror film in which Rory Kinnear plays multiple roles. That's the film Men, which I do remember seeing. I was a bit mixed on it, but always interested to watch something from Alex Garland, who wrote and directed it. Team with... Well, this is probably Iran. That was what I wanted it to be, and I think it is. So, champing at the bit, raring to go. Yes. Raring to go, maybe? Wait, no. No, that's right. That was right the first time. I'm not sure what I just did there. Anyway, yes, if you're champing at the bit, referencing a horse with champing on its bit, you're really ready. You're up for it. Okay. So what's the aha of an aha moment? Maybe it's not a statement. Maybe it's just a description of recognition. I'm not sure. Oh, this is brim, to team with. If the lake is teeming with fish, it's brimming with fish, you could say. And intermediate crocheting project lace, I guess. That sounds plausible. And comment to the poorly hidden. I can see you. There you go. Just because you can't see me doesn't mean I can't see you. So what's the aha of an aha moment? Oh, an insight. There we go. It's what I needed to have just now. And I finally did. There we have it. Okay. So you might use it to walk the dog. Right. I remember there was this strange period when I was in elementary school, primary school, and for about 1 year, yo-yos became intensely popular and everybody was yo-yoing and learning how to do yo-yo tricks and everything else. And I remember walking the dog from that period. And then they kind of went away and I don't remember anyone caring about yo-yos ever again, honestly, from any point from then until now. Maybe that has happened again for children, I don't know. But I remember that very intensely. It was sort of like Pogs, although I think Pogs lasted a bit longer. Pogs lasted a few years. Anyway, if you don't know what Pogs are, you can look that up. It's a me problem, and your ego. Minuscule quantities are soos. I don't know what that is. Shout of jubilation. Yes or yeah. Yes, probably. Minuscule quantity. I was thinking sou because you could say not one sou, not one little amount of money. But I don't know what this one is. What about this? French connections. What does that mean? French connections. Does it mean connection as in a flight or a train or something? I'm trying to think what this could mean that isn't the obvious thing. Not sure. Style. And vibing. If you're vibing with something, you're into it, or a person. So, style could be genre. There we go. Like of a film or a book. Big meanie, an ogre is a kind of stereotypical fairy tale enemy, for instance. French connections, tete-a-tetes. Yeah, there we go. So head-to-heads. So tete is French for head, and then is, two, essentially. So you could have head-to-head meetings or something. You could make a connection with someone. Okay, so I think that's right. Predator found in all oceans. Right, interesting. The orca, I guess. And facetious question after mentioning something well-known. Overheard or gospel singer Franklin. Not Aretha Franklin, who I guess you'd describe as more of a soul singer. I'm sure I know the name, but I can't think who it is right now. Let's see. Duck say. To duck something, to avoid it, or to I don't know. Chop choice. Pork chop, maybe? I don't know if that's right, but I'm just going to try it and see if it gives me any ideas. Facetious question after mentioning something well known. No, I don't know about pork there. What about these short answers here? Actress Rooney of Women Talking. I wanted to see this. I heard it was very good, and I haven't yet. Rooney Mara and blank good. Blank good. Is it just not good? No, that doesn't look right here. I mean, I'm sure Rooney Mara is correct. Blank good. What is that? Don't know. Chop choice. Veal chop, maybe? This would look like overheard. That doesn't seem right, does it? Ever heard of that or something like that. Ever heard of it? Right, okay. You could say, I'm solving a crossword. Ever heard of it? If it's something ostensibly obvious. Okay, Irma. Franklin, that must be right. And then does that work with this? Yes. To duck would be to react. If someone throws something at you and you duck, that's a reaction. Okay, so one mailing it in, an early voter? Yeah, that would make sense. If you vote by mail, you're effectively an early voter, which is what I have to do in U.S. elections. Good would be all good. Yeah, there we go. That's a phrase. And then technically that's correct. You're right? Technically. How do you get the technically in there? You're right, I guess, or something? I don't know. It's obviously too long. Doesn't fit. Let's see if this works. Un canard ou un ému? What is an ému? A canard is a duck. What is... Don't actually know what that is. Is it an emu? I mean, that's my guess because that's what it looks like. Is that how to say emu in French? Could be. Or emu, I should say. Sorry. Gets rid of as the oldest item in a programming cache. I don't know. Dumps or flushes or something? I don't know. Gets rid of. Is that a sort of pop push thing? I think that would be the newest item. Anyway. Henry, who co-founded Time Magazine. Oh, Lusk or something like that. Henry Lusk. It's something with L-U. Does that work with this? Gets rid of. I really don't know what that is. Loot, Henry. I don't know. Relent. To let up is to relent, to stop doing something. Mother of Hamlet is Gertrude, yep. I was thinking Ophelia, which is completely wrong. Different character. Cooties are germs, I guess, sort of colloquially, which hence the quote marks, because, obviously germs are a sort of scientific thing, whereas cooties are more of a, sort of social thing, but they're sort of effectively, conceptually similar. TV term that's becoming obsolete in the streaming era. A rerun, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't really have much meaning if something is only viewed on demand in the first place. Library section that may have comic books and bean bags. Teens, maybe? Yeah, I think so. That makes sense. Unchanged when multiplied by itself, from the Latin for same and power. Idem something? Oh, idem, that would mean same, wouldn't it? Quaint, cooler. Icebox, yeah, that's a phrase. Icebox has kind of a quaint connotation to it. Minuscule quantities are, soupçon. This is from the French. Okay. So we use that to mean sort of just a little hint of something. So then, okay, so the shout of jubilation was quite simply yes. I thought maybe it would be yeah, but yeah, this is correct. Where Mozart's Don Giovanni and La Clemenza di Tito debuted. Where would they have debuted? I don't really know offhand. It'll probably be obvious when it comes in, but I'm not sure offhand. Whistleblowers, refs, referees, and condiments served with rolls, wasabi. Sometimes fake wasabi made from horseradish. Oh, Prague. That's what it is. Okay, they must have those must have debuted in Prague. Okay, so fair enough. Exclamation after checking one's watch. I've got to go. Yeah, time's too late. Operating system with a penguin mascot named Tux. Linux. Linux has a penguin mascot. I didn't know its name, but I have seen that before. There we go. That's it. Linux is a freeware, open source operating system. Okay, Cheryl Strayed memoir subtitled From Lost to Found on the Pacific Crest Trail. Wild. I've read this and seen the film that was based on it. Activewear brand with a name inspired by flight. Avis, maybe? Or no, is it Avia? Avis is a car rental brand. Avia, I think, is the brand, or the activewear brand. Go out with is to date someone, that's right. So folder below snoozed, maybe sent. That must be an email folder. I'm not familiar with the snoozed folder in email. That's interesting, but I guess that's a thing. Okay, so there we go. I guess what you sort of put emails in there and then it takes them out of your inbox and puts them back in a few days or something. Amount often added. Tax is often added to a payment. Online, maybe not. Tip, I guess, because hard to imagine online notification sounds starting with an X, but it could start with a P. It could be a ping. There we go. And then simple pajama top casually would be... It's not a cami for camisole. What is it? I don't know. Blank Villani, portrayer of Ms. Marvel on film and TV. Don't know. I've not seen that. I don't have any idea. C36 down. With 39 across, scientist for whom a Cornell Research Institute is named. Don't know that either. I wonder if I'll recognize it when this goes in. I'm not sure. Oh, you're not wrong is technically, that's correct. Yes, I see. So you could say, oh, you're not wrong. That is technically correct. But what I meant was this other thing. Okay. Tech journalist Kara. I don't know. Okay, Donna, who wrote The Secret History. Donna Tartt is the novelist. The Secret History. Pom pom for a stuffed bunny is... Oh, it's tail. Yes. It's fluffy tail. Oh, right. This is that unchanged thing. Power. I mean, obviously something related to the word potent for powerful, but I don't know if that's the exact form. It probably isn't. Macy's or Wendy's, for instance. Right. Okay. So one of these is a department store, and one of these is a fast food restaurant. Oh, but maybe it's just hers. Maybe this is misdirection, and we're just referring to people. No, but that's Macy is a surname, I think, so that wouldn't necessarily make sense. I don't know. Okay. Subtle suggestion, a hint, maybe? Film script abbreviation. Exterior. In a film script, you might have a scene heading that begins interior or exterior for a location. A pox on both your houses, Shakespearean misquote. Oh, that's funny. That is so widely quoted that that it's certainly in my brain in that form as well. I wonder what the proper quotation is. To be determined, I'll have to look that up. Or someone can tell me in the comments. To be determined, up in the air. There we go. It's not yet figured out. Well, speaking of that, I can figure it out. I can figure it out. Don't tell me. There we go. That's how I feel about solving these crosswords. So this does look like it might end with potent, doesn't it? And then Macy's or Wendy's, for instance. Maybe it is hers. Okay. So is Macy a woman's name? Oh, Kara Swisher. That sounds like a name I've seen. Kara Swisher, tech journal. That's probably right. I definitely recognize that name. So then here we have C30, right? This is, Carl Sagan, it must be, the scientist for whom a Cornell Research Institute is named. Okay. There we go, the astronomer and science educator. Simple pajama top casually. Why do I not recognize this? I don't know. And then this I definitely don't know. Okay, I'll have to come back to that because I'm not sure what's going on with it. Sorry about that. Henry, yeah. It's driving me crazy that I can't sort of solidify this name in my memory. But it is, I was right, I guess, about the LU because the let up worked. A canard, an emu. If it is an emu, it could just be a bird. It could be oiseau, or bird in French. Let's just see if that works. Gets rid of as the oldest item in a programming cache. Is it evicts? I don't know that term. I'm not much of a programmer, but it could be right. Oh, loose. Is it Henry Luce? Deal sealer, a closer. Yes, you hear someone who closes a deal, who seals a deal as being a closer. Coffee is for closers, as they say. Well, as that character in Glenn Ross said. Slip past would be to elude someone, I suppose. And sitar, technically, is it a lute? Is the sitar a member of the sort of lute family of instruments or something? That might be right, I guess. They're both stringed instruments. Hair razor. I don't know. One might be floated or flirted with, an idea. You might float an idea, suggest it, or flirt with, sort of consider it. Birthplace of novelist Danielle Alarcon, Peru must be the answer. And then hair razor is a clip. Why is that true? Oh, I see. I was thinking of clipping as in trimming hair, but no, this is clip as in a hair clip that you would put in your hair to put it up, maybe. Okay, so there we go. So that's right. And then teacups and pirate ships are, I was going to say round, but that's not right. Fan of the Bulldogs. Simple. I want this to be cami, like camisole, but I don't understand. Maybe I have other things that are wrong. But I just want to see if this will work. I've got, this doesn't seem right, does it? don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so we'll come back to it again. Crunchy lunch. BLT maybe? Is that crunchy? The bacon could be crunchy. And the lettuce is, I suppose. Like some tires. Flat or bald? Bald tires. The tread is gone. Accompaniment for a tequila shot. Lime is often served with a tequila shot. Oh, so is très, very in French, maybe? That would allow this to be BLT, a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. I guess at least two of those components can be crispy. So this must be très, very in French. And then teacups and pirate ship. Oh, rides at, say, Disneyland, I guess. I think that must be right. The teacups are certainly a famous ride. There isn't really a pirate ship ride there per se, but it might be elsewhere. Fan of the Bulldogs, Eli. Oh, is it Yale? It must be the Yale team. Okay, so what am I doing wrong over here? Amount often added must, with a P there, must be tip. I guess this could be ding, but then what would this be? Amount often added. I don't think so. All right, I'm going to try Cami because that's the only thing I've been able to think of as a possible answer for this. I've got... Oh, it's just I've got to go. Oh, my goodness, sorry. I was so hooked into it being separate words there, but I've got to go is an exclamation. There we go. So this is all correct. This must be Iman, and then here we have ping, which is what we wanted originally. That's it. All right, that was the Friday crossword. There we have it. And themeless puzzle. Never heard of it. Not all that punny, I think, by Friday standards, but I think it was a good solid Friday puzzle. Let me know how you fared with this. And I think there were a couple of things that I wasn't sure about. And I asked people to tell me in the comments, and I can't remember even what they were. But someone else will remember and tell me. If you remember what I asked for, tell me in the comments, and then answer what I asked for also in the comments. Anyway, that was the Friday crossword. There we go. Good solid Friday. Let me know what you thought of it as well. And I will be back tomorrow with the Saturday crossword, another themeless puzzle. Could well be the trickiest of the week. Let's find out. Join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.